Mrs. Wintour, and thank you so much for being here.
Good morning, it's my pleasure. So Vogue World is a celebration in Paris of the very best of French fashion, but we have also looked at it through the lens of sport. We have mixed in dance, we have mixed in entertainment. We always believe that fashion is part of a much bigger moment, that it reflects the culture that we live in. And we wanted to celebrate 100 years of French fashion and all the incredible creativity and extraordinary people that make up the marvelous French fashion community. And whereas in New York, we were very much looking at a street fair, a street parade, the wonderful mix of personalities that you see maybe when you go to Central Park at the weekend. And in London, we were celebrating the performing arts, and we hosted Vogue World for the second time in a theatre. Here, what could be a more glorious location than the extraordinary and historic and beautiful Place Vendôme? Well, one exclusive piece of information that I am happy to share, that in the middle of Vogue World, about halfway through, there will be a moment with two extraordinarily beautiful and celebrated women arriving on a horse. That's all I can say. Well, I think when we look at how sport has infiltrated everything, the way we live, certainly the way that we dress, I think that you can't look at fashion today without thinking about sport. I mean, I think the sports celebrities are so much part of our world, the way the movie stars and the models are and the designers are. I think the fashion world has embraced the community of sport, and they've embraced us, and they look so extraordinary in the clothes. Why would we not be the most amazing partnership? But I plan to come back for the Olympics and plan to go out to see the tennis players at Roland Garros, and I hope so much that I will have the luck to see Nadal and Alcaraz play doubles together. The beauty of it, obviously, as we've discussed, but I have wonderful friends here, and I have so much admiration for the creative communities here, whether they work at our teams at Condé Nast or all the couturiers that I'm so lucky to know and count as friends. I love coming to the shows here because I think in a way you really never know what you're going to see. I'm always surprised, I'm always in awe. I mean, what is there not to love about Paris? I always remember my wonderful friend Karl Lagerfeld telling me the most important thing for any of us who work in fashion or think of ourselves as creative people is to walk in the street, because you always see people or buildings or gardens that inspire you, and that's never more true than when I walk in the streets in Paris. I think I ask this question to myself every single day is, am I doing enough? Am I using my platform, which I am so lucky to have, to help people? And obviously, first and foremost, through the work at Vogue, it's so important to me to help the fashion community, but it's also equally important the work that I do with the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York. I'm so lucky to work with the great Andrew Bolton, who is the curator there. I also think it's really important to support young designers wherever they may be in the world, because they are our future. And then I think equally important is to understand the pressures that young people have to live with every single day. I think particularly in a world post-COVID and living with social media, which can be a great asset, but also can be difficult and challenging for young people to live with. So at Vogue, we support the Center for Youth Mental Health at Columbia and Cornell, and I support it personally because you have to live your values, and I think those are some of the values that I really believe. So those are the questions that I ask myself. Am I doing enough?
Thank you so much. You are unique.
Thank you.
Thank you.